Hey, you guys, this is the Retro Flora podcast. I'm Brenda.
And I'm Charmy, and we're just two crazy sisters with an opinion and a channel.
If you like true crime, conspiracy, and supernatural shit, then this is your channel. All right, today, you guys, we're going to be talking about a conspiracy.
A conspiracy?
Yeah, the conspiracy of the Men in Black. Well, it's actually not today. It's actually nighttime. We're recording at night, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm kind of scared. Only because this is, like, kind of creepy, so it's kind of like, please don't knock on my door at night. Like, please don't come and find us. All right, you guys, so I'm sure you guys have heard of the Men in Black. It's basically kind of like
Will Smith.
Wow. Here comes the Men in Black. Men in Black. But supposedly they're a real organization that's out there.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Right, I don't doubt that either. But
do I think that they're monitoring aliens on this planet? Probably not, and solving alien crime.
Right. But they're definitely out here like, shut up, don't talk about us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we get it. Trust me, we get it.
Also, why are all the aliens and Men in Black look the same? Like, they may change the color, but they all look the same. I want some aliens to look different. Like in Mars Attacks, why all of them look like the same alien? The only reason you know it's the king because he got a crown on.
I wonder if we all look like that to them. Like, they're just like all these weird looking humans. They all look the same, them noses and eyes and everything.
But even for us, like, not all human is white, Like, there's black humans, there's white humans, We have different face shapes. Like, they all look the same. And I'm wondering why.
I feel like to them they don't, but like to us, they all look the same.
Like, even in Avatar, they're all blue, all, like, tall and lean. Like, where's the fat ones at? Where are the short ones at?
Survival of the fittest, baby. They didn't survive.
Yeah. You know what? This probably is the reason why there's no fat ones, because they gotta run and hunt for their food.
Yeah, they're like, you don't get time to be fat here.
So. Yeah, so you know what? I can see why there's no fat ones. But yeah, like, where are the short ones at?
Yeah, I don't know. They just all the genes, they just all have the same type of genes. They're
really?
Just different people. All right, you guys, let's get into it. The Men in Black are believed to be a mysterious secret organization that suppresses the knowledge of UFO and alien visitations.
Ooh.
They are believed to look for two types of people: those who research UFOs and those who have seen UFOs and are going to share their stories with others. Some believe they are aliens in disguise trying to cover their tracks. They are described as wearing black suits, pale, cold, expressionless, and sinister.
Well, if they were black, that would be more obvious. Because it was black people in black suits. They were like, who the is this?
They have the ability to appear and vanish from the homes they target. They are also known to threaten and scare people into silence. They refer to each other by numbers, as well as carrying a white car with a crescent that says security.
Oh my god, so they're not like Agent J, Agent K.
Nah.
It's Agent 1, Agent 2 instead.
Right, you get a number, so...
Agent 552, come up here.
That's wild.
And they all look the same.
Right. One of the first people to talk about the Men in Black was Albert Bender. Albert was a World War II Air Force vet who founded the International Flying Saucer Bureau, or the IFSB, in 1952. He also created Space Review, a magazine publication about UFO news. In 1953, Albert apparently made a discovery that would prove the existence of UFOs. Albert said he was approached by 3 men in black. They told him to stop talking about UFOs or he would be put in jail or harmed. Albert was so afraid that he didn't eat for 3 days. Friends and family said after that incident, Albert changed. He refused to talk about the incident to anyone. He also shut down the IFSB and closed his publications in 1953, despite how successful both were. Albert said later he got a strange phone call. He could feel someone on the phone, but there was no noise being made. He claimed his head then started spinning and throbbing, and he was overwhelmed with the sense someone was saying stop looking into UFOs. Then the call ended with a humming noise. Albert later wrote a book called Flying Saucers and the 3 Men, but it did poorly. Many people said it seemed like he was holding back, and he rambled a lot. It didn't make much sense. He later died in 2002.
I just feel like, not like saying he's lying or anything, but like, they told you not to do this and you wrote a book about it, and the book wasn't stalled in production, or they didn't threaten you about the book or anything?
I think it's because like they said, like the book was so vague. Like they knew he wanted to say more, but he was holding back. And so,
okay,
yeah, that's why I think that they allowed him to do that, because everybody said that book was just like, he was rambling, like he was just saying a whole bunch of nonsense.
I'm surprised it got published then.
Yeah, well, it didn't do well, so. So I'm going to talk about the most popular encounters with the Men in Black. There's 6 of them, like 6 main encounters.
Okay, I hate the number. But...
You guys, Charmy hates the number 6.
Yes, I really do.
Like,
which is so funny because I hate 6, but I love 9.
It's so wild. Like, it's a number, but she hates it.
Yeah, especially if I see 3 6s in a row, I'm running. Like, I hate it so much. It makes my skin itch. Ugh.
The irony is that, like, she has a 6 in her birth year. So it's like...
I didn't choose that year. And I was, like, a few days out of that year. I could have had a different number.
Sorry, you got that 6, girl. Albert wasn't the first to encounter the Man in Black. He was just the first to talk about it. In June 1947, Harold Dahl was on a boat by Maury Islands in the Puget Sound when he saw 6 donut-shaped objects in the sky. He reported the UFOs were dumping some type of material that looked like hot metal into the ocean. He said some of the metal fell and killed his dog and injured his son. Harold took pictures, but when he later developed them, they were black and fogged over. He was later approached by the Men in Black and told not to speak about the incident. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, I'm just really, like, taken back by the fact that the metal killed his dog and injured his son.
Yeah.
Wait. Like, what?
Wait, wouldn't there be, like, hospital records and stuff?
Yeah,
like
I know.
that?
So I'm like, maybe this really happened, and they just didn't, because this happened in 1947, there just isn't a lot of, like, evidence to, like, back it up.
Damn, yeah. How good was his camera?
I don't know. Apparently not well, because the Men in Black came and was like, yeah, the guy who just dropped that film to be developed, yeah, you need to ruin it, because we're going to kill you.
Yeah, that's also another thing. Like, now you don't really have to go to a third party to develop film.
Right.
Like, back in the day you had to, so it could have been corrupted by somebody else. So I can see that. Because I was thinking, like, how did it get corrupted? But if you did have to go outside your home to get it developed, then someone else could have tampered with it.
Right. I mean, we're also thinking about film in the 1940s. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know what that looks like. I just imagine them, like, cranking the camera, and I'm sure that's not how it was, but, like, that's what I'm imagining. In 1967, Toledo, Ohio, Robert Richardson was driving down the road at night when he collided with a UFO. Robert said the object vanished on impact. He took a small piece of metal from the UFO. A week later, he claimed he was visited by 2 men in black suits. They asked him for the metal piece he had, to which Robert said he turned it over for testing. He had no idea how they knew about the metal piece. Robert said the men threatened him, saying, if you want your wife to stay pretty as she is, then you better get the metal back.
Oh my god. The reason I don't like this one, or this encounter, is because, first of all, why was it invisible? And also, why wasn't the piece that broke off invisible?
Girl, I don't know. I think, like, once it got detached from the ship, it wasn't powered anymore. I don't know.
And I also feel like it's weird that one piece, it was like the only one piece broke off from that hit.
Girl, you're over here thinking about that, and I'm over here thinking, like, it's weird that they said that if you want your wife to stay pretty, like, what were they gonna say?
Yeah, that's weird too.
Make her ugly? Like, I don't understand.
But also, they needed him to go to the police station to get it back. They couldn't have just snuck in and got it back.
What do you mean they need him to get it from the police station?
Then they say get it back because he said he turned it in. Turn it into who?
No, he turned it in for further research. So obviously, like a research lab or something.
But what the research lab doesn't give it back?
Charmy, I don't know. I don't work there.
That's just what I found really weird. Like, even if the research lab had this piece, they will also come when they have to threaten them too.
Oh,
like, this is a lot of threatening going around.
Yeah, it is. Like, you need to ask them. Go ask the Men in Black. I can't answer your questions.
I don't want to talk to the Men in Black.
The third encounter. In New Jersey, 1968, Jack Robertson, a UFO researcher, and his wife Mary were terrorized by a man in black. Robertson claimed the man was standing across the street from the apartment 3 days in a row. He later reported that their apartment had been broken into and ransacked. A friend of his named Timothy Green Beckley decided to take a picture of the strange man. That photo is the only known photo of the Men in Black. I mean, it just doesn't. It just looks like a normal person just standing incognito.
Incognito. In a black suit.
Yeah, he just looks like he's like low-key minding his business, but like low-key he could be like, I'm gonna look like I'm minding my business, but I'm peeping this. I peep everything around me. I see what y'all doing.
Yeah, I don't know about this. I feel like this one is probably the most believable besides the other ones. Him just standing outside.
I don't know, man. The one about the dog and the kid. Oh
my God.
I'm just kidding. I don't know about that one either. Maine, September 11th, 1976. Dr. Herbert Hopkins was studying a UFO incident when he received a strange phone call. The man on the other line identified himself as a representative of the New Jersey UFO organization. The man asked Dr. Hopkins if he was alone and if he could come over and review his research. Dr. Hopkins agreed, and by the time he hung the phone up and turned the porch light on, the man was already walking up. Dr. Hopkins described the man as bald, no eyebrows or eyelashes, with smooth, pale white plastic-looking skin and deep red lips in a neatly tailored black suit. The man told Hopkins to take out a coin and watch this. Dr. Hopkins stated, and I quote, "It started to develop a silver color, and instead of copper, and then the silver became bluish, and then the penny was getting quite fuzzy, out of focus, blurred, and then it simply was gone, dematerialized," end quote. Hopkins said the man ordered him to destroy all the research. Before leaving, the man got up and said, "My energy is running low, must go now, bye," and quickly rushed out.
Okay, what the fuck? I'm sorry, but like, if I'm Man in Black, I'm killing everybody, so I ain't got to do this. Like, no more, like...
Sending out agents.
Yeah, like, you're one and done. Like, I don't understand, but also, what the fuck was that voice? Like, I feel like that doesn't make any sense to me.
I'm so glad
you weren't talking like that the first few times.
Well, they didn't go into detail. Remember, these are like older accounts, but I'm so glad that you are not a part of the Men in Black organization, because there would be a lot of dead people right now. Like, yeah. Legit dead people all around.
Yeah, you know, I make sure nobody knows, okay?
Yeah, we see that. But yeah, so basically, what do you think about that? Because that's the most detail we've gotten since any of the encounters. Like, he really went into detail. And I mean, his story, like, is so much more, but, like, apparently he had more encounters with him, but...
More encounters? I'm going to be like, no, you're dead. Like, you obviously aren't going to take my warnings seriously, so I got to get rid of you.
It's more of a scare thing. Maybe they like to scare us and be like...
Scare? So you're like, oh, we're scared, but we're still going to talk about it. Like, it didn't really solve anything. We're still researching it. We're still looking into it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing, though. Just because people are talking about it, there's no proof backing this up. It's not like he has a video of this guy doing this, so it's
then
like...
why even come up with the scare tactic? None of what we're saying is really reaching people. Then just, like, leave us alone. Because he still was doing stuff right, even after this.
But I think it's, like, there to know, like, hey, look, we're watching you, and right now, like, if you start really leaking some stuff, like that first guy who apparently... had proof that UFOs was real. He don't really have proof that UFO is real, but I guess they just want to hush him up, like, stop searching.
You know what hushed him up? Death.
Oh my god, Charmy. Death cannot only be the answer, okay? Like, no.
Make it look like an accident.
I don't know, man. I just feel like with, like, the threatening and everything like that, it's scarier, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's not working. People still believe in UFOs.
Right, but there's
People
no,
are still
like...
researching it.
But there's no, like, concrete... evidence. I mean, yes, lately we have the government release, like, footage of UFOs, but we have to remember UFOs really just only stand for unidentified flying objects, so that doesn't necessarily mean it's alien. It's just an object that nobody knew, like, couldn't identify what this object was. You know what I mean?
And you know what? They need to create the deneuralizer. That's what they need to do.
No, you're right. They do need to create the deneuralizer.
I would totally have that.
But, like, what would be the long-term effects of that on somebody? Like, what if somebody, like, you make them forget, and then they rediscover, and you go make them forget, and then they rediscover? Like, they're gonna be, like...
jacked up.
Literally, they're gonna be so crazy. They're not gonna have a mind. So the fifth encounter. The next encounter is by a man some of you guys may recognize.
Is it a celebrity?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I want to know.
January 2002, Dan Aykroyd sold a TV show called Out There to the Sci-Fi Network. The show talked about UFOs, crop circles, abductions, and other alien-related topics. Dan claimed in the middle of doing interviews, he stepped outside for a break when he saw a black sedan across the street. A man stepped out and gave him a dirty look. Dan said he looked away for a second, and the car and the man were both gone. 2 hours later, Dan was told by the producers that they would not continue taping. The show was canceled, and none of the episodes would air. Okay, so the Men in Black are, like, stepping up their game now. They're giving you dirty looks. Like,
they regressed. They weren't threatening you, just staring at you outside the building.
They said, like, their history has shown that they don't even have to say anything to you anymore. They can just glare at you, and...
Your show's canceled.
Right. Like, all I did was glare, and I got your shit off the network.
Was he also pale and bald with no eyebrows?
I don't know. He didn't really go into detail. Maybe because he only got, like, a quick second. But the fact that
you had to shut up a celebrity, you got power.
Right. No, for real. Like, the producers was like, yeah, this is canceled. Everything's canceled. Cancel culture. The aliens canceled you. So, bye.
The Men in Black cancel culture.
They will cancel your shows. Don't talk about them.
No alien encounter shows. Got it. Don't even watch them anyway, but...
The sixth encounter, the last and the creepiest encounter, happened on October 14th, 2008 in Niagara Falls. A hotel manager, Shane Sovar, and the hotel security guard reported seeing a large triangular UFO outside of the hotel. A group called the Aerial Phenomenon Investigations Team looked into the incident. A couple weeks later, 3 witnesses reported seeing 2 men in black visiting the hotel. The men claimed to be looking for Shane and the hotel security guard. Thankfully, Shane and the guard were not there at the time. The witnesses described the men as tall, with black suits and hats. They had identical faces and were extremely pale with no eyebrows and no eyelashes and very large eyes. Shane went through the video footage and saw the men. This is the footage.
What about the red lips, though?
We can't see that in the footage. But I know it's kind of like a very vague footage because it's kind of like that could be anybody. But they are like creepy looking. Like the way they came in.
The way they walk.
They're just like, look, we're here for business. So where's Shane, huh? Where's the security guard, huh?
But I feel like they would have came back. And if they know everything, would they know that Shane and them weren't there at the time?
I don't think they know everything. I think they know stuff related to UFO stuff. They don't know, like...
But I feel like... If you're looking for Shane, you would look up his job schedule. You'd be looking that up. You'd be like,
yeah,
does he work this day?
But how are they looking that up?
The FBI.
See, look at you over here putting the FBI in here. You're about to get us taken down.
They're what they call it? The Men in Black. Okay, like... They know. They know you talk about UFOs and they know your work schedule, okay?
Apparently, the Men in Black know your work schedule, you guys. So
yeah, like he knew where that guy lived. Like he knows when he went. Like, and also, why not just show up at his house?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, you know where he works, but you don't show up at his house?
Maybe he wanted to scare the people in the hotel, too, because I don't know if they were, like, you know, spreading rumors, like, oh, yeah, so-and-so said that this happened, you know what I mean? Maybe he's like, look, we're about to make a scene. We're about to make an entrance. Shut up. Shut up. Just shut up. I'm just kidding.
We're going to send Agent 1 through 20 to go to each of y'all houses and scare y'all. Yeah.
Because, like, what if these people, like, they send these 2 people and these people are like, man, we're going to talk about this anyway and just start, like, shooting up the place, you know what I mean? Like, this is America, so you gotta take that in consideration.
Oh my God. Ain't nobody gonna shoot up the Men in Black.
I hope not, because
they got space guns.
They got space guns. Their guns go pew pew.
I saw Will Smith up in there. Their guns ain't no joke. They're really shiny and pretty though.
They are. I would not want to fire them.
Yeah, I know. They're looking at guns.
They're collectors.
Guns. Yeah.
Yeah, girl. But whatever, man. When you got a giant bug alien coming to you, you're gonna shoot him.
Oh my God.
So, what are the Men in Black? Are they aliens trying to keep their existence a secret? Or are they the government trying to collect and hide all the evidence of alien existence? Who or whatever they are, one thing is for certain. If you dive too deep into the UFO and alien existence, you might be visited by the Men in Black. Dun 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 dun!
I don't think they're real. Do I believe there's aliens? Yes. On different planets, yes. But also, I'm really curious where the ideology of these aliens always being smarter than us, like why they got better technology than us, why are they always like one step ahead of
look
us.
at our history, bro. Like,
But
we
why?
suck.
Why would our history like determine that? What about their history? They ain't got World War 1, 2, and 3 on their planet either. Like,
Probably not. They're probably like, look. I don't know if the Man in Black are real, but if the Man in Black were real, I do not blame you for coming and pressing these people and telling them shut up. Because if I was in my spaceship and I drove past Earth and I saw the stuff that the people on Earth were doing, I would be like, nah, bro. Like,
yeah, like,
nah, they can't know we exist. Because listen, be realistic. We don't even like each other and we're the same species. So imagine if aliens were real. Yeah, they're gonna get discriminated on hard. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you're green and tall."
why they gotta be tall?
Like, okay, like, ew, we're better than you because you're green and tall. Like, that's it. Just because I'm green and tall, that you're better than me. Yeah. Pew! That's them shooting us because, like, what the heck?
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. No, but for real, like, if I were the Men in Black, I would be keeping our existence secret too because y'all humans is ghetto. If I drove past Earth, windows would be rolled up. They probably got a reality TV and they just watch it. They look at Earth. Oh, look at them today. Look at how ratchet they acting. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think the Men in Black are real? I think that they could be real. I'm not inclined to say they're not real. Like, if something came out and showed that they were real, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, I'm shocked. I'd be like, okay.
I guess, yeah, me too. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, and if they weren't real, I wouldn't be shocked either way. Kind of like with aliens. I don't know if aliens exist. I'm really inclined to believe that UFOs are time travelers. That's my favorite theory. But that's for another day. We're definitely gonna dive into the time traveling theories.
Okay, guys, so that was our first conspiracy, the Men in Black.
Yeah.
Here comes Men in Black, Men in Black.
I don't know the rest of the song.
All right, you guys. Well, if you've made it to the end, you must really like the sound of our high-pitched voices and quirky commentary.
You might as well like and subscribe to our channel and hit that bell to be notified every time we drop new content.
And if you want to follow our social medias, they are linked in the description box below.
Bye!
Peace. Love ya. Don't let the Men in Black come get you. Mwah.